Det er mig. Det er bare mig. Kan I ikke se det? Okay, so right now I'm hoping that this is not falling off. Again, it's quite dark out here, but today I can kind of see where I'm going. I'm gonna plug this one out because I can't really hear if anybody is closing in on me, and it's kind of creepy when everything is dark. Yeah. Okay, so hello. Welcome to a vlog, and Happy New Year, everybody. Today is the 1st of January. Yeah, it's right after the eve of New Year. Only hardcore LARPers LARP this day of the year. Also, there weren't really that many to this event. But in case you don't know, this LARP group, First Sunday, or yeah, it's called First Sunday. They LARP like every first Sunday of the month, and they LARP every first Sunday. Like, doesn't really matter what day it really is. Like, except if it's like a really special type of holiday, I'm guessing. But today it was the day right after New Year, so a lot of people were like, I not felt that well. But hey, it's LARP. It's funny. It's also it's good. It's LARP. We love it. But it's also why when you're an innkeeper and it's this type of day, it's a really good idea to bring something extra. I bought some. I didn't bought. I baked some horns, not some horns. What's it called? Some buns with the with meat and cheese in it, and that went as hot bread. People loved that, so I think they're really happy about that. Anyway, this vlog. What happened today? There weren't that many people, but it actually happened a lot. You know, when you're at a LARP, there's not that many people, and it's a day where people are not really in for coming to a LARP. The people that are there, they're gonna get really involved in the plot, so... Oh, just a sec. The people that are gonna be there are gonna be really involved in the plot. And yeah, this also happened today. Unfortunately, I was not out of the city because my wife, the mayor, and the innkeeper, innkeeper's wife or innkeeper, you call her what you want. She had a lot of things to do, so I was like, I was really standby as the guy standing in the inn and serving people, and she was running around for most of the LARP and just doing different tasks. So yeah, good enough for me. I sat down and heard a lot of stories. So, but and then also all us hunters, we agreed on making a hunter guild or hunting guild. That way we can, or scouting guild, because it's technically selling information, gathering information, stuff like that. That's pretty much what we are going to do. So all of us have gotten together and made this information gathering group or information gathering guild. It's really wet and muddy out here, by the way. Oh yeah, this vlog might not come out today because I didn't get to do the November vlog. I haven't edited yet, so that's probably going to come out before this. But yeah, if you haven't seen it, there's something about the nobles in that, and it's also really dark in that vlog. Hoping this one is a little better. Anyway, we're making a hunter guild, and things that happened. Our library was well, okay, let's start from the beginning. First of all, they had like a council with all the important people, and apparently because innkeeper wife, mayor, is part of that council, I had to go and serve the wine, which I also brought hot cocoa, and yeah, she of course took that and sat through the entire council with hot cocoa. The mayor, or the girl who plays my in-game wife, just sitting there keeping warm, which is understandable because it's kind of cold today. Well, it's not that cold, but it is cold. Anyway, I was serving the wine, going around serving the wine, figuring out, okay, how is the etiquette for this? And after that, apparently some people have been poisoned, so I had to taste the wine just to check there's no poison or anything in it. I mean, it's not because I'm trash talking a lot of noble people. Well, maybe I am, but I don't think I would resort to poison. I mean, my character is more like a guy who has it in his mouth than actually doing something about it. Anyway, that's the first thing. That was a little funny, but first really plot-related thing, or first really crazy thing that happened was, how would you say it? Our library guy, the librarian, that's the word. He was assaulted and have stolen 2 books from his library, both about necromancy. Now, that's never a good thing. The books were found by the orcs of all people, in front of the elves' holy tree of life. Apparently, they were open on some sort of page with a necromancer or some sort of stuff. Really, some dark stuff. He got one of the books back. The other book was missing. Then I started. Then one of the traders started addressing me and asking if I knew people who could open locks, because apparently one of his locks has gotten stuck, so he needed a very special locksmith to open it. It's like this one really... It's kind of sketchy because he's wearing a dark cloak and have a patch from one of his eyes, and wears a staff, and he's a really sketchy tradesman. You don't really trust him. So, well, my character being like slightly sketchy himself, of course he's going to point it out, but not before he gets paid. I got some gold for that information, and just to keep quiet about it. So, but he found very good locksmith, and at least he got addressed to some people who could find a locksmith for him. And I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, because a while later, apparently a very important magical green egg was stolen from the mages. And I have a strongly suspicious feeling that somebody broke in, that somebody needed a locksmith, or somebody who could pick a lock to go inside their magical house, through all the magical traps and barriers, through the locks, and steal this tiny green egg, which apparently carries some sort of magical thing for it. And I talked with one of the other hunters, which is like a priestess. It's like a dual class thing, but she's an elf, so it makes sense. But she knows that this thing is very magical, and apparently it's kind of bad magic. And there's also a big army of zombies going our way, and necromancers, and next time is like the darkest night of the year, or in-game it's supposed to be the darkest night of the year, so there's going to be a lot of dark magic. It's going to be very powerful, so it's going to be a lot of zombies and undeads and dark creatures. Also, the GM at the debriefing said that we could bring friends, and they would get in for free as long as they were undead and zombies. So it's gonna be some opponents on the field. What else? Oh yeah, on a second note, the sketchy guy with the eye patch, he's also going to introduce me. He's not that bad a guy, I mean, he's a nice guy. He's going to introduce me to the black market. He's going to introduce me to other sketchy people that I can buy stuff from without paying taxes. So that's a thing. So yeah, I don't know, the inn is becoming sort of like a place where people can go for sketchy deals. I mean, it's not supposed to be that, but I think it's kind of cool that it is. But I'm guessing that's kind of all what happened today. I mean, it might not sound as a lot. Oh yeah, there's one thing more. The mayor hired a bunch of soldiers, including a new city guard, or city guard, because there's only one guard in the city guard so far. And apparently he got the seal from the mayor so he could enter all the buildings like legally, but apparently he dropped it which he was very sad about because he was like a younger new player, and he was so sad about it. But apparently it got found, and we don't know who has it yet. So that's one of the next things we have to figure out. So so in short, who has the mayor's seal, because that's kind of an important in-game item? Who has the green egg, because that's a really important in-game item? I think they might have sealed a necromancer inside of that egg. I don't really know. It's magical essence or something. And I'm not sure, but I think the guy with the eye patch might be a necromancer or some sort of it. He's very sketchy. But at last, I'm not a magical character, and so it's not really that important to me. Plus, we're making a hunter's guild, much more important. So, that's it for this time, guys. Hope to see you LarPers later. Bye.